according to family lore, I was given these by my grandmother, who was born in a sod house near Hoxie. I was given these by my grandmother because when I was in high school, I was in that adolescent sort of Ayn Rand phase, before you outgrow Ayn Rand and become an adult. And she said, well, I've got Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations. And I thought, and? She said, you can have them. So she made an unconditional gift to me. Later, I asked my mother, how did Grammy come by those? And she said something about them coming from Indiana to Illinois to Kansas in a covered wagon on each leg of that trip. I thought it came through my grandmother's family, but it came through my maternal grandfather's side of the family. I went online because I really don't know much about my great-grandparents, and I went online and found that sure enough, the Sallees, S-A-L-L-E-E, came from Indiana to Illinois. That would be my great-great-grandfather. His name, interestingly enough, was James Monroe Sallee, and his brother was Andrew Jackson Sallee. He fought in the Civil War in an Illinois regiment. Interestingly, he survived Andersonville, and then for some reason came to Phillips County. That was and the progeny of that was my grandfather, E.E. Sallee, who's a 1903 graduate of KU. And it occurred to me that he didn't have the option of going to Fort Hays in 1899 when he started. What are we, 1902? Does that sound right? And that's how I came to have these. I remember when Grammy gave them to me, I don't think she knew what she was giving up, because I kind of took them back and put them in my room. And then a week or so later, I opened them and looked at the Roman numeral on the title page, and I thought it said 1793. But I got my brother, who kind of you would expect to know about that kind of stuff, and he looked at it and said, that's 1793, and I thought, no. And I've hung on to them ever since, and as a result, I read a 1-volume synopsis about that thick of Wealth of Nations, and that's how I got them.